to a few of the 10 dolphins that live here. First up, we're going to have our oldest dolphin in the pool right now. Her name's Cometa. She's coming to the center of the pool to give you all a big wave. Hello, say hi to Cometa. Very cute, Cometa. Next up, we have two sisters. We have 29-year-old Donnie and 26-year-old Steiny. They're going to come up in the deep end. Check them out. Go, sisters. Now, one of the most common questions we get asked here at Dolphin Point is, how do you train your dolphins? So right now, we're going to give you guys a sneak peek into just how we do that. We train all of our animals here at SeaWorld using positive reinforcement, which means that we reinforce any behavior that we want to happen more frequently in the future. So whatever we reinforce, that's more likely to happen again. So we're going to be working on what we call a husbandry session with our dolphins. Now, husbandry is just kind of a fancy word for anything that helps us take better care of them. Our dolphins live here, they have great veterinary care, and we actually teach them to participate in their health care. So we are going to be working on a few different behaviors with them, so you can check out around the perimeter of the pool. Right over here, starting out first, we have Cometa. She's going to be working on a behavior we call a hydration. Now you'll see that we're going to be placing that tube into the back of Cometa's throat. Dolphins don't have a gag reflex like we do, and then we're going to pour fresh water, just like you or I would drink, into that tube, and Cometa is actually drinking that water. Now we do this because of Dottie, who's in the pool right now. Dottie is right next door to Cometa, and she's also working on her hydration. Dottie is one of the few dolphins that has ever survived kidney stones, and she's the only dolphin that's ever survived doing a laser treatment on her kidney stones. Now because of this, some of our older dolphins, we train them to drink water so that we make sure that their bodies are flushing out any of the toxins that might get in there, and to make sure that they're staying nice and healthy. So that's the reason that we give some of our dolphins a hydration twice a day to make sure that they have extra water. Now another behavior we're going to be working on right over here, Miss Steiny, is a urine collection. So MJ is asking her to come up on that slide out, and then she's going to be asking her to give us a urine sample. Now pretty much anything you can think of that you might do when you go to the doctor, whether that's a blood sample, urine sample, ultrasound, anything like that, we've actually trained the dolphins to do those behaviors so we can make sure that they are taken care of and that they have excellent health care. Now we can get urine samples on our dolphins to check their hormone levels. This is also a great way for us to do research here at SeaWorld. If we can get different types of body samples from our dolphins, we can actually compare those to samples that might be collected out in the ocean, and that can help researchers know what a normal, kind of regular looking body sample might be. So that's great. Well done by MJ and Steiny. So that was kind of a one-of-a-kind look at some of the techniques that we use to train our dolphins here at Dolphin Point. One of the most important parts of our jobs as trainers is building incredible relationships with these animals, all based on trust. Now, we get to know each of our dolphins on individual levels. They are unique, they have their own personality, they have their likes and their dislikes, and it's our job as trainers to kind of figure out what those likes and dislikes are in getting to know these dolphins. Now, we've formed strong relationships with them, so please enjoy watching us in our relationships with them, and maybe form a few relationships of your own. And please enjoy connecting with our dolphins.
eating over here. Let's have her come in nice and close. There you go. See, it's not so bad, is it? That's one of the first steps we take in training to building trust in a different area where maybe they're not so comfortable. There you go. There you go, guys. Reach out, give her a touch. Yay! They have very sensitive skin, so that's one way that we can reward them. There you go. Girl. There you go. That's her rostrum. That's her jawbone. That's her. Oh, her teeth are 80 to 100 of them. They're cone shaped, conical shaped teeth. Designed for catching fish as well as for each other. That's how they get to see. You can go to secret access. Our touches everywhere. Oh, you got to touch one.
interact with people. It is prohibited to do so in the ocean due to the Marine Mammal Protection Act of 1972. Keeping your distance from any wild animal keeps you and them much safer. If you leave here remembering one thing, we hope you remember the number 28,000. 28,000 is the number of animals SeaWorld has rescued in our 50-year existence, and that's something that we are all very proud of. Now on behalf of myself, the trainers, and of course the dolphins, we're going to finish off with a splash, so put your cameras towards the deep end for Camilla, Dottie, and Steiny. Now, if you'd like to take your interaction with our dolphins one step further, we do have some spaces available in our Dolphin Encounter program. That is a dry program where you get to get up close with the dolphins, feed them, give them hand signals, all that fun stuff. If you'd like to get even more in-depth with the dolphins, we do have our Dolphin Interaction program where you actually get in a wetsuit in the water with these incredible animals. If you'd like more information, you can find out more at our booth right underneath our dolphin statue. Thank you so much for joining us and enjoy the rest of your day here at SeaWorld San Diego. Bye-bye, everyone.
Welcome to Dolphin Stadium, home to 12 bottlenose dolphins, ranging in age from 5 to 37 years old. We love to care for these animals and celebrate each and every day with them. Are you guys ready to meet them? Oh, come on, I know we can get much louder than that. I said, are you guys ready to meet these dolphins? Great, well, first up we have the leader of our pack. Weighing in at over 600 pounds, she loves to show the young girls how it's done. She's going to be speeding around the pool, showing you how she can swim up to 22 miles per hour. Let's hear it for Melanie. Next up, we have 3 of our youngsters at 5 and 7 years old. They are full of energy. They're going to be coming out with their good friend Coco, Avalon, and Connie to give you all a big wave hello. So feel free to wave on back because they can see you. Great job, guys. And last but not least, we have Bullet. Although she's one of our smallest dolphins, she's easily one of our most athletic. She's going to be doing a fun jump for you all. Here is Bullet. And we can't forget about the dedicated trainers who care for these animals each and every day. Say hello to Gavin, Wendy, Catherine, Tammy, Stephanie, John, and my name is Christina. Ladies and gentlemen, these amazing animals have a lot of energy and they love to have fun. So let's watch as they show us how they celebrate life.
Nice job, guys. Way to open up the show. Hi, everyone. My name's Gavin. I'm down here on the left side of the stadium giving you a big wave high. Wave back if you can see me, folks. Are y'all enjoying the show so far today? Yeah! All right. Well, folks, I've been a trainer here at SeaWorld for almost 4 years now, and I have to say, coming to work every day, getting to work with these amazing animals is truly a blessing. Now, as a child, I attended SeaWorld's awesome summer camps. We rode all the rides, we saw all the shows, of course we sang camp songs, but most importantly, we learned all about the animals right here at SeaWorld. Now, attending those summer camps inspired me to go to college and get my Bachelor's of Science degree in Marine Biology. And throughout college, I participated in numerous marine mammal rescue and rehabilitation efforts along the Texas coast. Now, folks, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but SeaWorld is in fact a world leader in animal rescue and rehabilitation. So for me, this was a perfect fit. Now, throughout my career here at SeaWorld, I've had the pleasure of working with many animals, but right now I'd like to introduce you to two in particular that are near and dear to my heart. Behind me, my good friends Stephanie and Tammy are having some nice quiet time with two of our veteran dolphins, Corona and Sandy. Now, these quiet moments are excellent ways for us to build our relationships with these animals, and those relationships that we build with these animals are actually the basis for all that fun water work you guys got to see in the opening of our show just now. Now, both Sandy and Corona, as well as all of our other dolphins, are excellent ambassadors for SeaWorld because they allow people like Jaden, come on down here, Jaden, to get up close and interact with the dolphin. How you doing, Jaden? Where are you from? New Jersey. Let's give him a big round of applause, folks. Well, Jaden, you're gonna get to meet Corona today. Come on up these stairs, buddy. Right up there to the top. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna wave at Corona. She's gonna wave back. You ready? So stick both hands out and wave at her. She's waving at you dolphin style, Jade. Great job. Now next, what I'm gonna have you do, you're gonna go ahead and reach over the glass and give her a nice rub down on her back, buddy. Now this is one of the many different ways we can reinforce the dolphins. You can keep rubbing her down. They love back rubs as well as food, ice, and jello. Oh yeah, she just took a breath there. All right, what's she feel like, Jaden? She feels smooth. That's a great description. Yeah, did you hear that? That was an excited vocalization she just gave me there. She liked that. That came right out of her vocal. So that's a cape blend. Go ahead and toss that right in her mouth. Great job, Jaden. Here's another cape blend. Go ahead and toss that right in there. Great job. Guess what kind of fish this is, buddy? It's a dead one. Go ahead and toss that right in there, buddy. Great job. Now come on down those stairs, Jaden. Great job. How was that? It was awesome. I know. Well, go ahead and do me one favor, Jaden. Smell your hands. Smell your hands. Yeah, it smells like dead fish. That's a good one. Go ahead and wipe that dead fish smell on your shirt, buddy. Great job, man. All right, before you go, Corona wants to say one last goodbye, Jade. So what you're going to do is you're going to turn around right here because you did an awesome job. You're going to wave to the audience, and Corona's going to wave behind you. You ready? All right. Wait, let me put you right here. Perfect. Audience, can you see him? Oh! Jade, what happened? Ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause for my new friend Jaden and Corona. Back to you, Christina.
Thanks, Gavin. Well, you guys have already gotten to meet some of our family members that live here, but we have another animal that lives in our dolphin home. It's time to meet our short-finned pilot whales. Pilot whales are found in all oceans throughout the world, and they are close relatives to both dolphins and killer whales. We have two pilot whales that live here. Our male is named Argo, and our female is named Shadow. Now today I'm going to tell you just a little bit more about Argo's story. Argo is 16 years old. He was actually a rescue after being found stranded on a beach in Japan. He lived in a facility there for about 6 years with some dolphins, but then they wanted to get him with a member of his own species. So about 4 years ago, he moved here, became a part of our family, and has been continuing to thrive ever since. Now, pilot whales too have a zest for life. They are playful and curious, and we want them to be able to relate to us and vice versa. One of the best ways for us to do that is to build our relationship, and a really good way to do that is through playtime. So right now we get to share in this very special moment with our trainer Wendy and our pilot whale Argo.
It's been a long, cold, lonely winter. It feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I say it's alright. Here comes the sun.
Through our work and research here at SeaWorld, we're able to make a difference in the oceans that surround us. With our community, we share a passion and respect for the majesty of the oceans and all its beautiful animals.
I give you my voice, together we make a stand. We're making the right choice for our future, for our children too. Hear the cries of the ocean, cries of caution from our ancestors. my ocean. This is my future, my choice. This ocean is my home. This is our ocean. This is our future, our choice. The Pacific is my home.
The inspiration and passion to care for animals came to us at a young age. It's our hope to pass that devotion on to the next generation so our Earth can continue to thrive.
It is so important, not only for us, but for generations to come, to care for our Earth. By recycling and reusing, you can help to keep trash from finding its way into animal habitats. You can even organize or join a beach or park cleanup in your community. These are all little ways that you can help to make a really big difference. In fact, just by you being here today shows your love for these animals. So we hope your family will join us in our commitment in caring for our seas, our skies, and all of their amazing animals. Right, Dolphin family? Great, well, it looks like everyone's here, so it's time for some more fun. So let's live it up because the world is ours.
From the sky to the sea, to the air that we breathe, from the depths of the earth to the stars. Light up the world, run like you're born to fly. Live like you'll never die. Still what you dare to dream, and everything in between. I had an epiphany one night, looking at the endless star-filled sky. The world is
Ladies and gentlemen, for your safety